Terrifying Sierra Dogman Stories, The Howler of Donner Pass, 1847. In the winter of 1847, as snow buried the Sierra Nevada under thick silence, the stranded Donner Party fought for survival. Their wagons lay half sunken in snowdrifts, canvas roofs caked with frost, while the wind howled like a wounded beast through the trees. But it wasn't just the wind. Not anymore. In the coldest hours of night, when firewood dwindled and bellies groaned empty, a new sound crept through the woods. A long, low howl, not of wolf or coyote, but something more guttural, more human. Survivors whispered of a figure seen just beyond the firelight, tall, shaggy, with eyes like smoldering coals. They called it the Howler. Eliza Graves, one of the surviving women, later recounted in her journal, "It watched from the pines, unmoving even in the blizzard. A man's shape, but bent wrong at the knees. Henry swore it had fur, swore it spoke his name." Henry, a young scout, vanished soon after. His boot prints led away from camp, followed by clawed, bipedal tracks. He was never found, but the next night, something returned, wearing his tattered coat. It stood beyond the reach of the fire, steam rising from its breath, and let out a shriek so full of hunger that mothers wept and children hid beneath blankets. Some say it was one of their own, lost to madness and starvation. Others believe the hunger of that mountain seeped into the souls of the dying and changed them. To this day, campers near Donner Pass report strange sounds in the night, long, low howls that echo down from the snowy ridges. And sometimes, just before dawn, boot prints appear in fresh snow, side by side with claw marks. The Skinwalker of Mono Lake, 1853. Mono Lake, its waters briny and strange, has always carried an eerie quiet. In the spring of 1853, a group of silver prospectors made camp near its shore, eager to exploit the mineral-rich earth. They were warned by a local Paiute elder to avoid the caves near the western cliffs. The elder called it the Land of the Lost Faces. They laughed him off. One night, around the fire, the men discovered an ancient cave etched with faded red ochre figures. A central image showed a towering creature, half man, half wolf, with 6 limbs and a vertical mouth that split its chest. That night, the mimicry began. It started small, hearing a companion's voice just out of sight, only to find no one there. Then came the scratches, long gouges in tree bark, always in threes. By the 4th night, 2 men were gone. No blood, just their boots, sitting neatly side by side, and drag marks leading into the dark. Only one man, a trapper named Levi, survived. He staggered into a trading post weeks later, mumbling of a creature that walked on 2 legs, wore their voices like masks, and carved symbols into the earth with bone claws. Levi's account ended with this line: "It wore Joseph's face, but the eyes were all wrong." To this day, those who camp near Mono Lake claim they hear their names whispered in the wind. And in the silence of pre-dawn, some wake to find symbols carved into the ground around their tent. The Beast of Body, 1876. Body, California, a gold rush boomtown nestled in the Sierra Highlands, was once a place of greed and grit. But in 1876, after a series of child disappearances, fear overtook fortune. They blamed wolves at first, then vagrants. But when the McAllister twins vanished from their beds, door locked from the inside, people started whispering of the beast. Eli Crane, a reclusive trapper, swore he'd seen it. A tall, dog-headed thing with matted fur, wearing the remnants of a miner's coat. It stood upright in the middle of the street at midnight, just staring at the church steeple. One woman, a saloon girl named Mags, told the preacher it had spoken to her. Not with words, but images inside her head, of hunger, bone, and blood. A posse went into the woods. Only one came back, glassy-eyed, and missing his tongue. Soon after, the town began to empty. Body became a ghost town, but visitors say it's not empty. People claim they see figures watching from the ruins. At night, strange howls echo down the canyon, and in the old church, claw marks gouge the floorboards circling the altar. Local legend says the beast is still there, waiting for the town to rise again, so it can feed. The Lost Patrol of Bear Valley, 1912. In 1912, a small U.S. cavalry patrol was sent into Bear Valley to investigate reports of missing fur trappers. 9 men entered the pass. None returned. Weeks later, a search party found their camp torn apart, tents shredded, horses missing, and a journal beneath a blood-streaked saddlebag. The final pages, written by Sergeant Hawthorne, describe increasing tension among the soldiers, paranoia, nightmares, and then the sightings. Private Mallory spoke of a beast in the woods, said it stared at him in the night and whispered through the snow. He wept as he slept. We found claw marks on his chest the next morning under his coat. Soon after, Mallory attacked another soldier and fled into the woods on all fours. The patrol tried to track him, but found only hoof prints, followed by clawed, upright ones. The journal ends with a chilling line. "We are not alone. The mountain has eyes, and they do not blink." Some say the lost patrol never died, that they joined the creature in the snow, shedding their skins, becoming part of the forest's curse. Campers today report hearing gunshots in the valley, old-style rifles, and strange human howls that rise with the wind. The Dogman of Deadman's Gulch, 1891. Deadman's Gulch earned its name early, but it was in 1891 that it truly became cursed. A mining village thriving on gold and whiskey suddenly went silent. A supply wagon found the town deserted. Tables were set for meals, fire still crackled in the hearths, but no people. Only claw marks and blood. Pinned to the saloon door was a dog-headed totem, carved from bone. The walls of the church were smeared with handprints, some human, some not. A prospector's journal found in a hidden cellar described their discovery of a buried shrine while digging a new shaft. Symbols older than the tribes, statues of creatures half human, half beast, and a warning chiseled in stone. Do not call them. They called them anyway. The journal's final entry. They walk upright now. They know our names. No one lives in Dead Man's Gulch anymore, but if you camp near it, locals say, don't speak after dark. Don't answer if you hear your name. And if you hear something breathing just beyond the tree line, run. Don't look back.